Taste on the chocolate rain. Piano cat. Leave me alone.
Well, obviously.
Annoying orange, troll.
Did you have soul?
My name.
Jesus. Is it bad that I remember all of those? Or good?
And pardon the vulgarity of that expression, but it was. Because it was essentially TV, which I would already get glued to for hours at a time, but now I could look for whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And I mean, that went for Google too at the time. I think I found YouTube just Googling for something and then clicking the first link that came up. That something was time travel, which I loved as a kid. And this is one of the first videos I watched of it, and rewatched. Partly because I thought it was real. And it wasn't. Clearly, it was just two guys in their garage with After Effects overlays. But of course, I didn't know any better. I mean, I didn't even know what After Effects was. And because I was so into it, when I saw there were related videos to that, it was over. I mean, video after video of tutorials, of parodies, of animations.
This is crazy.
I'd get to a guy talking into his...
Chat. Oh, I was at my grandma's house, and I was trying to show my brother skateboarding videos, right? And I wanted to see somebody do the biggest trick off the biggest a staircase in skateboarding, right? And the video was titled a tray flip down the a huge set of stairs, right? And the El Toro, right? Exactly, the El Toro. It was tray flip down the El Toro, and I was like, dude, Nick, watch this. And then when I clicked, it was a Rickroll, right? It was a Rickroll video. You know, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. And I was like, Nick, it's fucking lagging. It's not. And I kept refreshing and clicking another one. And the same one. And I kept clicking and over. And for like 30 minutes, I was in the same loop of videos, getting rickrolled over and over again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And I didn't get what was going on, dude.
240p webcam about what was technically time travel.
To visit Venus just because...
And that was really cool to me as a kid, because there was a network here, a network of people. People that posted videos that they wanted to post and that would, by virtue of the title and tags, be related to other videos. And so there was this incredibly organic experience where if you clicked through the related videos enough, you'd inevitably find people like yourself.
There's a rabbit hole.
Or at least you'd find videos that were obscure in some sense or another. And so there was this sense that it felt like you were uncovering some rarity that almost nobody else had seen.
Longest worm, biggest snake of all time.
And I don't think you can really do that anymore. YouTube doesn't recommend videos that way anymore. Most of the videos that get recommended now are from people that are already established.
Guys, I've said this all the time. Do I not say this all the time?
And yeah, the quality is definitely higher. I wouldn't recommend going back. You couldn't find this video anymore. Or this one. Or this one. They're buried. And unless you remember the details of these videos like I do, you really won't be able to find them. Because the path that I took to find them, I can never take again. They don't exist anymore. And if you watched YouTube as a kid, the paths you took to find the videos you watched, they don't exist either.
Hold on. So, you said they still recommend those. When you get a recommended video like this, click on it and look at the comments automatically. You'll see that the algorithm, it's like an algorithm glitch or something, and you'll see the comments say, why am I being recommended a video of a fucking, of a chain or some shit at 5 a.m. or something like that? Like, you'll notice everybody's saying the same thing. It's like a glitch in the algorithm.
But once I started to use the website regularly, I found out that there wasn't just a network on here, but a culture. And really, it was the culture of the users here that let the, pardon my French, creme de la creme rise to the top of the recommendations.
Manually thinking.
And like any kid, one of the first things I looked up was SpongeBob, because it was 2007. If you didn't watch SpongeBob, you were a square. Pun intended. And so what I thought at the time would be SpongeBob clips turned out to be SpongeBob hemp pants or SpongeBob in China, replete with references to the Communist Party, which I didn't even understand until I rewatched the video to write the script. Related video, and I found about more crabs and the spring breeze fad and ugly Squidward, and at first it was all very mystical to me. People didn't talk about any of this at school. My parents didn't know about it. In fact, I got in trouble for watching this edit of Pretty Patties because of the cursing and references to STDs. And my family was Catholic, so you could see how that was unbiblical.
Jesus.
And yet there were these people out there,
unbiblical,
people I didn't even know, who weren't associated with the production of SpongeBob SquarePants in any way, who were editing it and remixing it and animating with it and doing all of these things that I could do too. And that was incredible because it wasn't just SpongeBob. It was iCarly, it was Drake and Josh, King of the Hill, The Incredibles, Paula Deen. It was my day-to-day entertainment, remixed by this whole group of people like me out there. And I could do that too. And I did. Of course, you can't find those videos anymore because they've long since been deleted, and I don't have the original files. But it was something that I was a part of. Something a lot of people were a part of. Something that's still a part of culture on YouTube to this day, which is still satirizing popular culture right now.
With all the weird, like, caricature
and the sense
games.
that it was one aggregate group of people also came from the fact that they were making the same types of edits, the same sound effects, the same intro, the same jokes, which are now memes in this sus culture. It really was the same shared sense of action and reaction to something we all were poking fun at. And when I wanted to do that, YouTube had me covered there too, because there were people like me who needed help, like me, doing the same things I needed help with. And the people with the know-how made tutorials about the things I wanted to learn.
On Paint,
and I watched so many that, you know, by 2010, I remember I could invariably count on one of 3 things holding true.
No, yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. I knew it.
This song was gonna be in the background.
Jesus Christ!
Or this
Wait,
one.
where's the hypercam? Oh, we did it. Where's the hypercam?
Vocal cords or unregistered hypercam 2
Yeah,
was
there it
in that
is.
photo. And these are all memes now, but they didn't just come out of nowhere. If you were on YouTube back in the day, you were probably a kid like me. You didn't know how to buy hypercam. You didn't know what PayPal was. I mean, I didn't even know what a CVV was until I was 17. And if you did, you weren't going to spend any money on it.
This is giving me such bad flashbacks. If there's a PayPal, anytime I see it, I think I'm gonna get fucking scammed somehow, some
But
way,
anyway,
dude.
you were going to use another tutorial to figure out how to get what you needed for free. It could have been on Club
I'm about to
Penguin.
buy some in-game items that's never gonna get fucking delivered, dude. I'm telling you,
Or
dude.
lockers or Photoshop. It didn't matter. If you were using your grandparents' Dell XPS laptop from 2005, chances are you didn't even have a mic either, so you kind of had to use a notepad to say what you wanted. You didn't have any other way. And if you didn't have copyrighted music, you kind of had to use 009 sound system because that's all YouTube would let you use. Every part of those videos was a part of just being a clueless kid, not knowing any better. And it was awesome. Not really, because the videos were usually 240p and the guy was usually typing unbearably slow, but it didn't matter.
Oh,
because
yes, so
where else
bad.
were you going to go? Yahoo Answers? Ask Jeeves? Come on. Well, that's actually not entirely true, because if you happen to click on any of the videos from people like Theo Joe without realizing it, you'd end up deleting System32 thinking it would speed up your computer, or you'd spam thousands of lines of text into RAM because you unwittingly created a virus which slowed down your computer. At the time, I didn't have any reason to distrust him. I thought he was just another guy putting out helpful videos out there for people like me. And the second part was true, the videos were for people like me, but in hopes I'd destroy my computer, which was kind of sadistic, come to think of it, but I didn't know that until I deleted System32, of course, and we had to get a new computer, but well, what can you do? That was until I started watching Ashens, and again, it was because I wanted to make videos, so I searched for video camera reviews on YouTube, and his video was one of the first to come up.
Hello.
And unlike other reviewers, while he fulfilled the need, he reviewed the video, of course, that was his job, he was a personality. He made me want to come back for more.
The flip video, on the other hand, comes in one of those poncy Apple-style boxes that opens like a fiendish Chinese puzzle.
There were jokes in the review, intentional attempts to make the audience engaged with him.
I've styled my hair like Mr. Spock's dad, and I'm going to read a nursery rhyme in a badly lit room.
And it helped he was a cheeky Brit, but it worked. It's what led me to watch Tweeterman287 and
These are
his
so
game
OG.
console reviews, and from there, I mean, there was no turning back. I found speedrun videos and ROM hacks and Minecraft and GTA SA Bigfoot cheat codes and Tobuscus and PewDiePie, and at that point, my memories of the site bleed together because YouTube stopped being this isolated location for me to look up humorous videos of SpongeBob or compilations of LOLXD videos, but this living body of entertainment, where people put out pictures and videos together with the intent that they would be appreciated for them, and that they would gather people unto themselves as though audiences before them, people who'd consistently tune in to like, comment, and subscribe. Something they had to remind you of in every video. And I could list off a bunch more names of other people I'd watched, but at that point, they weren't any different from the YouTubers of today.
Ryan.
They just weren't
Equals
as
3.
polished or creative or funny at all. But I didn't really care back then. I don't think a lot of people did. They didn't know any better. especially going by the view counts. And there were classic viral videos too, but as far as I'm concerned, they weren't part of my classic YouTube experience, but just part of being online in general at the time. People referenced Charlie Bit Me and that Groundhog and that Afro Ninja guy too, on E-Bomb's World and in the chats I was in. They were part of the classic internet experience of the time, and that was something completely different altogether. It wasn't YouTube, which, again, was also something entirely different. It was a network, a culture of people like me, of personalities, and of a body of entertainment. To me, that was the classic YouTube experience.
And that was actually a really good video. I really enjoyed it.
This is Mr. Amazing. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. You know,
part of what I did in this video was give what's called a phenomenological account of YouTube, talking about my real human experiences with the site instead of giving some kind of banal historical or critical analysis. If you're interested more in what that means and the philosophy behind the way I made this video and videos like it, I definitely recommend you check out Audible, the sponsor for this video, since they offer a great introduction to phenomenology.
Okay. Audible Pac-Man. That was a good video. Pac-Man, Mr. Amazing. Very nice. You know, I like it. Yeah, guys, this is a classic. Yeah. Guys, I used to play this song actually a lot when I played Overwatch. I actually